today. From Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos.
It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. Let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
A gain of a yard.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Burrow's pass.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos are going to get it at the 20-yard line. The former Missouri Tiger Drew Lock will be at quarterback as he leads out the Denver Broncos.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's got his big tight end, Fan. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
You know they pay me.
Now this is good. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1. The
In the offseason to improve this defense, I have to say they like the early returns.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
41-yard line.
So that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. The drive keeps moving.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
37-yard line.
Here's Burrow. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
Quarter with the score, Broncos 7, Bengals nothing.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Randy Gregory. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Makes the score, Broncos 7, Bengals 3.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan in on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll try the draw, Lindsey.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off around the 37. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. From the 35 on 2nd down. Locke, this is the tight end Fant. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Freeman. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. One more time with Lindsey. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. A big play if you think of it. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Broncos push further out in front. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Green's got it over the middle. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 2nd down, Burrow over the middle, complete to Tate. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 39. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First down. Here's Burrow. He's going to get this one down to Cook. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
32-yard line.
He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line. 2nd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Down and 10.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. That'll be complete to Cook. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before half. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. The kick by Elliott is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you down, has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start up in the Twin Cities. Arizona in town to take on Minnesota. And it's the Cardinals who have the lead as they play the second quarter. Christian Kirk, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it's been Drew Lock with a strong first half. His guys have the lead as we get you back to Cincinnati for the start of the third quarter. Here's Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A gain of 6 there on first.
2nd and
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion. So here's a battle for it, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And We've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Brings up second and
from the shotgun, it's Burrow. And Bray has it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Burrow on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And the pressure gets to him again.
Joe Burrow is sacked.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bradley Chubb, that's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up fourth down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
At their own 17.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with second and goal coming up. Now a toss right, Freeman. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now fourth down and goal. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. A big one there. That gives him a little. They They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he's got some space here. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He'll buy some time right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Number 82.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
At the 6-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a carry for Lindsey. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle made.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Makes the score Broncos 20. Bengals.
So they settle for just the 3, but they go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Burrow's back.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Flush to his right. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now Burrow loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Von Bell. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown, Bengals.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Matt Milano gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He's got his big tight end, Fant.
The pass.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
13. But it's
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. He's got his tight end, Fant, and they work this well upfield across the 45. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. They'll eat some clock with Freeman. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So Burrow and the Bengals down 20-13, under a minute 20 to go. Now it's Burrow. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
That's good for a Cincinnati.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tate. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And Brate, the tight end's got it. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Complete to Cameron Brate.
A final shot now for Burrow. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Broncos, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.